We have a team of 7 Action News reporters covering all of the key races for you and issues tonight as the vote count takes shape across the state of Michigan. We're going to begin with 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell.
She is live at Motor City Casino with the Whitmer campaign. Kim, what's the mood right there now as we hit 11 o'clock?
You know what? I can feel the anticipation. That's what I feel. You can hear this music. It's been blaring for hours. And earlier, there were people dancing and drinking, and now everyone's just waiting. They want to know what these numbers are going to be, and they want to hear from Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Now, we were told that she might talk around 9, 10, or 11. And so here we are, all just waiting. And you can see that there's a large crowd patiently anticipating what is going to happen. We have heard from some Democratic leaders already. Mayor Mike Duggan, he spoke about how one of the first precincts to report results had more than 90% support for Governor Gretchen Whitmer. And that just speaks to how siloed we are as a community in many cases. There are some precincts where there will be overwhelming support for Tudor Dixon, and there are some precincts that will have overwhelming support for Gretchen Whitmer, which makes it so hard for people to gauge what is happening. I spoke to a couple people here who say that this election is different for them. It's extraordinarily important.
Just the governor race, period. It's life altering right now. This was critical.
Put that into words for me. Why is it life altering to you?
Because number one, women should always have a right to choose what we do with our bodies.
There are things that we can't roll back. We cannot roll back. My body, my choice.
Life altering. Think about that description as you hear someone describe what this election means to them. People have a very emotional reaction to what we're seeing happen politically, and people feel very involved, and everyone is waiting to hear what the results will be. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Certainly, Kim, the governor's race and Proposition 3, certainly biggies in this race, and a lot of people watching it closely down to the wire tonight. Thank you, Kim. We'll check back with you in just a little bit.
Republican challenger Tudor Dixon, meantime, watching the results come in with her campaign in downtown Grand Rapids.
That's where 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast continues our Team 7 coverage now. Brett, set the scene for us where you are right now.
Well, Carolyn, we just heard from Tudor Dixon's campaign within the last minute or so that she's going to be taking the stage here at about 11:15 to talk to the crowd. We've seen plenty more people trickling in. In fact, Betsy and Dick DeVos just arrived here in, say, the last half an hour or so. People here have been kind of filling in and monitoring the results from other elections across the country, monitoring races in Georgia, races in Florida, cheering when those Republican candidates were announced the winner. But again, there was a lot of excitement and anticipation and optimism, I feel like, throughout the night. It feels like it has mellowed off a bit in the last half hour or so as these results start trickling in. But the folks here today supporting Tudor Dixon remain optimistic about her future tonight and her future going forward.
Everyone's really optimistic about the direction of this race for Tudor Dixon for governor. Saw the polls close up and a lot of momentum in a lot of key counties around the state.
It's really exciting here tonight. I think people are very excited about Tudor Dixon. She's got a great message. She's been traveling the state, working really hard, and I think the more people know about her, the more they like her.
And again, we had talked to voters probably an hour or so ago as they were seeing those results trickle in. We have not seen Tudor Dixon yet. We have seen her running mate, Shane Hernandez, bouncing around the crowd a bit. But again, if you missed that, we heard from Tudor Dixon's campaign that she should be taking the stage here at about 11:15 or so. Again, the race has not been called yet, but it will be interesting to see Tudor Dixon address the crowd shortly. Carolyn, Dave?
All right, waiting on both of our candidates to speak tonight. Thank you, Brett.